Saranya Education Trust, our Shimoga brings you one more inspiring chapter in our series, The Storm of Thoughts. This is not just a story, but a mirror to the struggles students face, the restless mind, the pressure of exams, the fear of failure. Stay with us till the end, because what you'll hear today can truly change the way we face our thoughts. Don't miss this journey. It will guide you from restlessness to clarity, from fear to focus. The exam week was approaching, and Krishna sat at his desk with his math book open. The numbers stared back at him, but his mind was elsewhere. At first, he thought about the last test he had failed. Then, like a dam bursting, the flood of thoughts rushed in. What if I fail again? What if my parents stop trusting me? What if my friends laugh at me on WhatsApp? What if my project video gets fewer likes than Sneha's? What if I can't get into a good college? What if my future is ruined? His head spun. His pencil slipped from his fingers. His heart pounded as though he was running a race he hadn't even started. The more he tried to push the thoughts away, the louder they grew. His room felt like it was filled with hundreds of voices, each shouting, each pulling him in a different direction. Finally, Krishna shut his book and muttered, "I can't do this. I don't even know what I'm scared of anymore. Everything scares me." That evening, he wandered into Mr. Iyer's courtyard. The old professor was watering his plants when he noticed Krishna's restless face. "Storms again?" he asked kindly. Krishna sat down heavily on the bench. "Uncle, my mind won't stop. I know I should focus, I know I should study with meaning, but every time I sit, thoughts attack me. What if I fail? What if I disappoint my parents? What if my friends think I'm dumb? What if my life is ruined before it even starts?" Mr. Iyer nodded, listening patiently. "Ah, the storm of what-ifs. You're not alone, Krishna. Every young person today carries this storm, some about exams, some about parents, some about phones and social media, some about their future. But listen carefully, the storm is not the problem. The problem is when you let the storm drive your boat." He picked up a clay ball, filled it with water, and stirred it quickly. The ripples broke the reflection of the sky above into 1,000 pieces. "This is your mind right now," he said. "Disturbed, restless, confused. Can you see the sky clearly in this water?" "No," Krishna whispered. Then Mr. Iyer placed the ball down. Slowly, the ripples calmed, and the reflection of the sky became whole again. When the water settles, the reflection returns. When your mind settles, your clarity returns. The Gita says, whenever the restless mind wanders, bring it back gently to the self. Do not fight your thoughts, Krishna. Guide them back. Again and again. That night, Krishna tried. His thoughts screamed, "You'll fail. Your friends are ahead. You're wasting time." He closed his eyes and breathed deeply. In, out, settle. He pictured the ball of water. Slowly, his mind's ripples softened. When he opened his eyes, the math problem was still there, but this time, it wasn't a monster. It was just a puzzle to solve. He finished one question. Then another. The storm was still outside, but inside, he was calmer. 2 days later, the real test came, not in the exam hall, but before it. Students whispered nervously. "This paper will be impossible," one muttered. Another groaned, "I'm doomed." The panic spread like fire. Krishna felt it too, his heart began to race. The storm was rising again. But this time, he remembered the ball. He closed his eyes, breathed deeply, and whispered to himself, "Settle, mind. Settle." When the paper was handed out, he didn't rush. He started with the easiest question. Slowly, calmly, one step at a time, he filled the page. When the bell rang, he wasn't just relieved, he was proud. For the first time, the storm had not drowned him. That evening, under the mango tree, Krishna told Mr. Iyer, "Uncle, I still had thoughts. They came like always. But this time, I didn't let them rule me. I made them wait while I worked." Mr. Iyer chuckled. "Good. Remember, Krishna, the storm will always come. But you are the sailor of your boat. Learn to guide, not to sink." Sparkle's activity for the reader, inside the story. Take a ball of water. Stir it fast until the ripples blur the reflection. Notice how the image looks broken. Then let the ball rest. Watch as the water settles and the reflection clears. Now, close your eyes and do the same with your breath. Breathe slowly, gently. Each breath is like the ripples fading. Then open your book and solve just one small problem. That one action, done with a settled mind, can change everything. Speech balloon Krishna's journey teaches us, thoughts will come. Fears will whisper. The storm will rise. But clarity belongs to the one who learns to settle the water inside. Thank you for watching The Storm of Thoughts. If this touched you, share it with your friends, parents, and teachers. Follow Saranya Education Trust, R. Shimoga for more inspiring stories and practical wisdom that lights the path of learning.